Ben, are you drinking tonight? Or are you?
Oh, no, that was just water.
What?
I don't drink every night, to be clear. I also... Oh, okay. I'm going to have to go off camera to have a fight. Hold on.
Oh.
When I said that, without even knowing what you had said, this one just goes and I was just like, "Oh, we about to fight?"
Oh, because you don't drink that.
No, no, we're being silly.
MLVC.
Excuse me, but I'm singing in one key and you're singing in another.
Poor is the man whose pleasures depend on the permission of another.
Open the door now and suffocate. Just give me a fan.
I don't trust any man who hasn't kissed another man.
I'm waiting.
All right, people, it's time to get your dancing shoes on. You're listening to
MLVC.
It's all Madonna, all the time.
Welcome to the party, bitches.
Hello, everybody. It's Liberty. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, everybody! It's Madonna's fifth row bitch. It's Ben.
No, you.
Hey. And hey, everybody, it's Stefan. Welcome to another episode of MLVC, the Madonna podcast. Your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica. Wow, it's a Friday night and I don't have my voice with me. Your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone, which is now a Queerty nominated podcast. Yay! Liberty, Ben, how about that? A Queerty nomination. What do we think?
Congratulations, kids! That's amazing.
Yes, congratulations, because this week was such a swamp week, and that was such a wonderful, bright spot for me. How did you guys take it?
Oh, I thought it was fantastic news, and kudos to the three of you. That was amazing.
I saw that Queerty had messaged me, and I said, what are they messaging me for? They're like, congratulations, you're nominated. And I was like, what? What's happening? I was shocked and surprised and elated. I don't even know how we got nominated for the award.
It's out of the blue and something
Yes.
we didn't necessarily expect, but I think that's really awesome. Congratulations again.
Yes, congratulations all and everyone and our listeners. Thank you for listening because we'd be nothing without you.
Absolutely.
But
So no idea where the nomination came from, if it was from listeners or, oh, wow.
I have no idea. Maybe it's a Madonna banner year and they were like, let's nominate that other Madonna podcast. Because Inside the Groove was nominated, I want to say last year.
It was last year, yeah.
It was last year. Okay. COVID's screwed with my brain. I don't know when things happen anymore. But okay, so Edward was nominated last year. Yeah, so maybe they're just ticking their way through the Madonna podcasts.
We're in there with some pretty stiff competition, but you know what?
Yeah, let's thank you for bringing that up, Liberty. I was going to say there are quite a few established podcasts with bigger platforms than we've currently got. I wanted to play a small game real quick with the two of you. It's called, what do we think the other podcasts are about based on their titles? So Here we go. First one, Ben, Las Culturistas.
Now, is it fair I follow and listen to Las Culturistas, so I know what it's about?
All right, fine.
It's one of my favorite podcasts.
All right, Liberty,
Okay.
what do you think that is about?
My guess that one is about it's highlighting specific and very important, culturally relevant baristas. I don't know, that was weak, but yeah, culture and baristas. Those are mine.
Ben, what is it about since you listened to it?
Well, Las Culturistas is Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang's sort of besties podcast where they talk about gay culture and queer culture and New York and performing. It's kind of all over the place, but their energy is so wonderful. I very much enjoy their podcast.
There's a trio of drag queen podcasts. Hi Jinx is with Jinx Monsoon. Sibling Rivalry is with Monet Exchange and Bob the Drag Queen, who we know as Madonna's new MC on the Celebration tour. And Hall and Closet are, what are the drag queens
Jada
talk
Essence
about?
Hall and Heidi in Closet.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so what are the drag queens talk about? Like tux and makeup and drama
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
I imagine that Jada and Heidi's is probably the funniest because they're just completely wacky, but I don't listen to any of them.
Yeah, I don't. Sadly, I produce and co-host a podcast, and I don't really listen to podcasts.
Here's my guess. Okay, so is hijinks like drag queens playing pranks on other drag queens, and like we get to hear about
that'd be fun. I could,
that could be a fun
like,
podcast.
Doing something with their wigs, or I don't know. I don't know, something with the eyelash glue.
Right, Sibling Rivalry. I'm assuming it's a podcast about infamous brothers and sisters, or brothers and brothers, or sisters and sisters who have fights all the time. They interview siblings who fight.
Well, now the fan base of that podcast, the tour that was part of that podcast is what got canceled, so Bob can come on the Celebration tour. So those fans might not be voting for us, but we have to send them good energy so that they support us.
Yeah, that might be tough for them, but
we don't want to get into a Stan war and
all God, no!
Stuff.
I don't think there's a chance of that.
Yeah,
I think all the Drag Race podcasts probably have a huge built-in audience that we.
Oh, absolutely.
That we probably wouldn't even be able to pay to get. So,
yeah.
So then there's a couple other podcasts. Les Hangout. I'm assuming that's just a couple of lesbians shooting the shit. There's a podcast called Breakfast Buffet, which in my mind is people talking about their favorite breakfast items when they go to hotels. Then there's one called Fanty, which I, in my head, think of Fanta, the soda. And then I have that earworm in my head. Wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna? Wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna? Then there's Vibe Check and Still Processing. And
those are both excellent.
Oh, you've listened to them too.
Oh, I'm a subscriber to Vibe Check. One of the hosts is Say Jones, who's a fantastic poet, just absolutely amazing poet. And then Still Processing is actually for our audience that loves a good music podcast is Wesley Morris, who's one of the big music critics for the New York Times. And they've done some amazing episodes about contemporary music. Their series on Renaissance was absolutely spectacular.
Wow.
I listen to a lot of podcasts.
When do you have time to listen to all these?
I alternate between all these podcasts and Madonna at the gym. That's it.
Okay.
See, I need music. I need a beat to help me work out. Otherwise, like if I listen to a podcast, I'm so focused on what's happening that I zone out at the gym and I forget to stop. I forget to work out. Like I can't multitask. I need, there's because at the gym, there's so many voices already. I just need like a beat to sort of like get me in the zone,
Oh, it's meditative for you in that respect.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to adjust though, Stefan, to listening to podcasts at the gym. And once I got used to it, I was like, oh, this is great. Especially if it's a cardio day and I'm on the treadmill and the elliptical for an hour, a podcast makes the time go by so quickly.
Yeah, I can see that because there's a story involved. There's an arc. There's a flow. I get that. Yeah, if I'm on a Stairmaster, sure, but I rarely go on a Stairmaster. And
yeah, wow, I didn't realize I'd listened to as many of the other nominees.
Considering that I've already had a donut today, I probably should do a little Stairmaster every now and again.
Yes, you're ordered 30 stairs, 30 floors tomorrow, sir. That's not a lot, is it, on the Stairmaster?
Well, regardless of what show you listen to, please feel free to go and vote for free every day until February 21st. You can go to queerty.com/Queerties. We are under the best podcast category. Vote for us. Vote for us. Vote for us. Get up and vote. Seriously.
That sounded just like her. That was
I will say the photo for MLVC, the collage versus all the super professional shots is the best little avatar photo of the batch. It's the best thumbnail.
It stands out.
It
It does
does.
stand out.
It looks really good, and we look like we're podcasting.
Yes.
That's right.
Whereas
Yes.
like everybody else is sort of just like, you know, like the Mentos fresh guy, like just thumbs up and smiling. And it's like everybody, like everyone looks like super cool or super, but we actually have like microphones and headsets. It's like, oh yeah, they podcast, you know.
in our closets. It's, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I think that's so cool though. I mean, that's why I feel like it's to me, this is like a really heavy nomination. It's very exciting to be, you know, we are, I don't know, we don't have, you know, this financial backing somewhere that's, or, you know, some sort of other established careers in media. I don't.
Right.
Anyway.
We're not celebrities.
Yeah. So
Right.
I'm very like, I feel like, hey, you know, I don't know who nominated us, but thank you so much. And
Yes.
And I feel very honored, really, really
Yeah.
honored.
Well,
This is
so
special.
big question. What are we going to wear on the red carpet?
Oh my gosh.
So the ceremony takes place at the end of February in LA. I kind of feel like I have to go because even if I'm not going to win, I still want to kind of schmooze with all the celebrities who are gonna be
You
there.
should go.
Yeah, no, I'm taking off work. I already told them. I was like, I have to go.
Yeah. I'm going to try to like coattail there. I'm going to try to come with you.
What to
And-
wear?
I know what to wear.
Think on that. If you have suggestions for what we should wear on the red carpet, please let us know.
I think you should recreate the Express Yourself suit. So it's like the jacket and the pants, because the big wide leg pants are coming back in and you're really tall. So you could wear that suit, but have like a little cone bra bustier thing on underneath it. I think you could do it.
Ben, we're on a budget. It's Madonna tour year.
I
we
mean,
don't have,
go to a Capel's. I'm sure you can rent that at a Capel's costume shop or whatever that chain is. It's my
I have
idea.
some waffle cones and we'll just, you know, bedazzle them. And honey, you're going to look fabulous. It's going to be fine.
Absolutely.
I already have some wide leg pants.
There we go.
That's easy peasy.
I
now,
was
what
thinking.
I wore from Madam X, I can't wear anymore because
I was thinking of recreating the Madonna on the Arsenio Hall show, wear that white, like a white suit, very like a clean silhouette with MLVC sprayed painted on the back. You got to have a little branding.
That would be fun.
Got to
That
have a
would be
little
fun.
branding, right?
Yeah.
maybe I'll wear like a white cowboy hat with that. And like,
Oh, very
maybe
Grammys.
I'll get all my like girlfriends in the limo. And then we'll like have Ali G drive us there.
Oh, this is perfect. I love
You
it.
can do
Yeah,
deep
it's
knee
working out.
squats on the red carpet.
All right, now you've gone too far, sir.
We have to have branding on the back of whatever we wear because no one on the red carpet is going to know who the fuck we are. And
You're gonna be like, are those?
I think they work here. Are they workers?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna ask us for. Do you have any hors d'oeuvres or champagne? I'm feeling a little.
Excuse me,
peckish
can you
over
give me
here.
some water, please? I don't work here. Well, remember, everyone, you can find us on Instagram at MLVC Podcast. We are also on YouTube. Just search MLVC Podcast. If you'd like to donate to the show, we're on Venmo at MLVC Podcast, or think about becoming a subscriber on Patreon, patreon.podbean.com/MLVC Podcast. There is so much happening as a Madonna fan these days, and we are here to help guide you through the journey.
You know she'll take you there. I almost missed my cue. I'm so sorry.
I was like, do I have to cue her? Or has she caught on?
Mama's brain a little.
I know
It's
it's
a
been a
little
long
melty.
it's been a long week. Well, don't just stand there. Let's get to it. It's time for a little This Week in Ciccone.
See, I get what I want.
Okay, I do get a little bit excited.
You do. It's good. I like it. Bring it. So, obviously, the big news is more dates on Madonna's Celebration Tour. That's right. We thought Amsterdam was the end, but nope. A whole slew of new shows. There's a new date in London. There's 2 shows at Barclays in Brooklyn right before Christmas. And then we get our very first 2024 dates when she performs again in LA in early January. I did a count. There is a whopping 70 dates for Madonna's celebration tour. What?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I can't believe she did LA in January and not the Southern Hemisphere. I'm so shocked.
I think that's the beginning of
Part 2.
things in 2024.
I do too. I think they're shoring that up, and figuring out the details. But I think that's because if she's doing dates in 2024, there's more to come after that. They're not going to like do a Christmas break and come back for just 2 nights in LA and then call it quits.
Yes, logically, yes. But then I was like, is it going to be more U.S. dates? Kind of how she did. Remember at the end of Rebel Heart, she did Rebel Heart, went to Europe, came back. Because I actually saw her on the second U.S. leg of Rebel Heart. And because she added cities that she had never been to, I saw her in Louisville, Kentucky, of all places.
Yeah, that's right.
I couldn't believe that I was seeing her that close. And
that was in the 2016 part of the tour because I saw her in San Antonio. Yeah, that's true.
So either there could be more U.S. dates in the winter, or she leaves L.A. and takes it to South America,
or maybe she's going to LA for 2 nights before they go to Asia or Australia or,
those poor Australians. We can only hope for them.
Yeah, I really do because
I thought it was interesting that she was going to LA at the start of 2024 because I thought that's a little far west to then be doing South America. And I thought, well, maybe there's hope for Australia. Maybe there's hope for Asia. That would be the way to go.
I mean, I'm exhausted looking at that run. I really am. And I know that she's superhuman and she can do it. It just feels so, I read a lot of very worried fans. They're worried about that many shows and we should just have faith, right?
We should. We talked about the last time, or maybe it was in the live episode, like everybody needs to go back to that Pride show in New York and a template of that. I just don't think she's going to be going every song one right after the other. I think it's going to be structured a little different and new than what we've seen, which is also exciting that we might get a completely new format that changes things up and adapts to how she wants to perform now.
Yeah. I will say this. The thing that gets me a little bit sad is that there's, here's the dates, right? And everybody goes, oh my gosh, I need my ticket. I need to get on and log on. And they do a mad, everything. Everyone is crazy because everybody forgets that there's a possibility of new dates. And even if you tell them, but what if there aren't any new dates after that? And so a lot of people panicked. They bought their tickets. And then days later, all of these other extra shows come in and we see that there are people who are saying, hey, I bought shows to this date, but now I can't. I mean, I really would have preferred a different date or I would have preferred a different city. So I think that's hard. That's hard as fans when we're like, we have our hopes and we're like, okay, cool. At least now, the good thing is right, for the Brooklyn dates, for example, that have gotten added, that's great for people who didn't get tickets in the initial MSG shows. That's really wonderful. Mm-hmm. But it's hard to plan.
Or it gives people a chance to revisit the show after a couple of months of Madonna being away.
Also,
So the way I'm looking at it, and we've got updates since the last time we've spoken about this. I now have pit tickets to go see Madonna in DC. So yes, I shall be there for her to blow a kiss. But yeah, I would love to go spend Christmas in New York with Madonna. Maybe who knows? Maybe there's a chance for Santa Baby to be trotted out at those December shows. Wouldn't that be fun? Never performed Santa Baby.
Yeah, I mean, the audience would just be enthralled, I'm sure. I like that plan. I mean, I've got my 3 shows right now, and I'm also sort of even though all of these shows were added this week, I never felt like, oh, I need to go on there and just see, because I also thought about all of those folks who were like, don't get on, so you don't drive up that price, so that people can get their shows at a reasonable cost, at least reasonable more reasonable than were there more people on there trying to
I just didn't want to go on there because I was done with having the anxiety attacks. I just couldn't deal with it. I was like, okay, I've got my pit tickets. I'm in Danceteria. I spent a small fortune and I'm done. I do not need to have a panic attack again this week, and I'm just letting it go.
I followed my own advice. I waited. I didn't even look until today. I logged on. I found fifth row, and I bought them.
Congratulations.
We didn't even talk about this. Can we talk about the Last Supper photo shoot that she had?
I was just going to say.
Oh, my Lord.
That's why I had a little sigh there, because it was like, oh, she looks
The video of it was even better than the photo shoot.
Like a goddess.
Really good.
And everybody needs to go follow the guy that did all the movement for it. He is so spectacular. I'm like, please be part of the tour. Your work is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I just had to go to church after that. I was so like, wow, this is incredible.
I was down on my knees. I want to take you there. I'm telling you, it was good. She looked beautiful. To me, it was perfect because it was as epic as we know she deserves. You know,
yes.
I love all of the photo shoots that Ricardo has done for her in the couple of years that he's been working for her, because it sort of keeps her in our presence and on our social channels. But that was just such an epic shoot. The styling was so beautiful, and all the background actors that they had in there. And it was wonderful.
I loved that there were people of varying sizes and various looks, and just that it wasn't all about, I'm beautiful, so I also get to be in a photo with Madonna. That it felt it felt much more artistic, I think, than a lot of some of the other things that I've seen in the last few years. So I liked that aspect of it.
Oh, sorry. It was also a little more interesting than her previous video collaboration with Luigi and Longo, because they did the one with, it was all about the sort of female empowerment when she had the wings and the very sort of 30s makeup. I'm blanking on what that was called, but you know the one I'm talking about. It came out in like 2016-ish, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt like this one had more texture, and it was more interesting with the way that they blended the music into it. Of course, then I dove through the credits on YouTube and kept pausing so I could search everybody and follow them on Instagram, because I'm like the people involved in this were bringing their A game. So I was like, excellent.
Oh,
work.
I mean, I loved, from a photography standpoint, I loved watching the video of it, because I'm thinking, how did they direct all of the models? Because if you watched, every model was doing their own activity. Like everyone, like one was drinking, another was eating grapes, another was like reaching out for something, and like every single person was doing something. And it was like, I don't know if it was slowed down or if everyone was moving slowly or if it was a combination of both, but like the way the movement was actually happening in it was very poetic and very gorgeous. And yeah, I loved it. I wish I had a magazine stand nearby so I could go grab it.
I know. And there was just so much to see in every shot. There was just something new to focus on. So like you could just watch it over and over and over and get, something different every time.
Yeah.
I really loved it.
It was beautiful. I even appreciated that they didn't try to like bring her eyebrows back, that they did sort of like the makeup with the Frida Kahlo and then like the little bit of like the fake, the sort of shaping of her forehead. I was like, oh, that was just really cute. I loved it.
And I would not mind if some of that is some of the aesthetic in some of this tour. I mean, I love when she gets a lot of religious iconography incorporated into what she's doing.
Liberty, tell me, what do you think the chances are of Madonna singing Rescue Me?
0. That is my vote. I think she's not going to sing it. I would love it. I love that song, but live, vocally,
it's a tough one.
It's tough.
She does a different. Are you able to sing Rescue Me?
Not without trouble.
Oh.
I mean, I can, but the thing is, there's a stylistic part of it. Okay, so the whispery, talky part, it's not my business to decide. You know, all of that. That's easy. The hard part is that she does a lot of
it's a guttural, throaty,
throaty stuff where she's like R-E-S-U-E, and those, which are, I think, little Easter eggs, right, of her musical influences over her life. But I think that would be a stretch, especially with 80, 70, 80 shows.
I say lip sync it. I would not be mad. I would not be mad.
I wouldn't either, and I think most people would.
I would jump out of my seat and lose my business and be a hot mess for the rest of the night. Just lip sync it.
You would tear off those sequins hot pants so fast.
I who knows, but I want to hear it. Lip sync it. I don't care. I'm there for the show. It's not, I mean, yes, I would love to hear certain songs and have her sing it, and it's in a setting where we can appreciate it, but honestly, I'm there for the show.
I worry that she thinks that's not authentic enough.
Agreed.
That's
fair.
She has trouble with the concept of, I'm going to lip sync. I think she feels like, no, I'm going to do, I mean, yes, I think she sings to a backing track almost all the time. Like there's always the
support. Yeah. Background singers, backing track, sure.
And I think that's a good safety net, but you know, and I think she can still sing very well, as a matter of fact. I think she still has it. So it's a possibility, but I don't know. I guess I feel like it's not a big enough hit for like a tour like this. I don't know why, but I don't know. I don't remember the time when it came out. I don't remember it being like, you know, the way people felt about.
Well, no, it was really Justify My Love was the hit off of Immaculate Collection. Rescue Me was just a B-side. It wasn't.
Yeah. I like Rescue Me better personally. That's
same.
I prefer that one. But I would say like, oh, you know, I would want to show my friends and be like, no, put on Justify My Love again. Like, oh, okay. Like, I feel like that one's so down. Like, whereas Rescue Me just has this.
You have to be in a mood for Justify My Love, and you know.
Yeah, and Rescue Me had such a weird history where, like, were they going to release it? Were they not? And then it started doing so well at radio. They finally released a single, and it like went top 10 immediately. And there was no video. Like, I don't know. I love that song, and I think it's one of Shep Pettibone's productions that's actually aged very, very well compared to some of his other stuff that he did with her, like the music and the groove and the instrumentation. Yeah, you pump that in your car and you feel it, like from that rumble of thunder and just, Oh.
Why don't I remember this ever being played on radio?
Oh, that was the first time I heard Rescue Me.
Immaculate Collection had literally like just come out. I hadn't even had a chance to go buy it yet. And obviously at that point, Justify My Love was like the #1 song in the country. But radio station, even the little podunk semi-pop radio station back in West Virginia was playing, I know you can laugh, but they were playing Rescue Me on the radio because it was such a bop. Like it was so fun and up tempo and people liked it. And like, you know, street kids I was in high school with were like, oh, I love that new song. And they were starting to sing it. And I'm like, you know, that's Madonna, right? And like totally not something that people were like landing on because it was so different at the time. Like now you listen to it and it's right in her pocket from that overall era. But I was such a bigger fan of that song than Justify My Love, like hands down. Those vocals at the end with the girls, oh my God. Yeah, it just got robbed because most of the remixes were bleh.
I was so disappointed in that.
Yeah.
So disappointed in I didn't feel that Rescue Me got the remixes that Epic song deserved. And same thing, like Rescue Me and Get Together. Those are two songs that I've absolutely cherished, the album versions, and yet the remixes have just fell so flat for me. And I always feel like, isn't there somebody out there, like, can't Offer Nissum just give us a gift and like remix Rescue Me just for the hell of it? You know, Like, can't somebody out there, can't somebody
Honest.
deconstruct Rescue Me and just give it a 2023? Honey Dijon.
Honey Dijon, that's what I was waiting to say.
Can you please remix Rescue Me? Like, that would be
Rip
such a
it up.
gift. In
Oh, my
fact,
God.
how much of a gift would that be if Honey Dijon is the opening DJ to warm up the crowd at the Celebration Tour, and instead of her performing it on stage, we just get a Honey Dijon remix? There we go. Putting that out there.
Maybe
I
it
wouldn't
will.
be mad at that.
Hell no. Vogue, give me that Vogue Girl I'll House You remix. Give me a little, come on, honey. Do it.
Yeah. See, that's that's a version that could end up on a Celebration reissue.
Oh, from our mouths to Madonna's ears.
Yeah. Are you picking up what we're putting down here, Madonna?
Shift your wig, mama. Listen up.
That's our show for today, everybody. After this, I'm going to go listen to Rescue Me on a couple loops. And
I think I have to, too.
I have
Jeez
to.
whiz.
You
Oh my
should.
God.
You should.
I'm going to wake up the neighborhood.
I'm talking.
Do you believe in the power of love?
Believe in the power of love. Oh, that's such a good song. Do it.
I'm singing, I believe that you can rescue me. Yeah, it is really good. Okay. All right. I recant my initial statement that it won't be on the tour, and I'm going to put it out in the universe that it will be, because it needs to be.
Go put it on your big headphones and give it a fresh listen.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big headphone song for sure. Or
Yeah,
the car. The car. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
It makes the doors rumble.
Well, you two, thanks for chatting with me today. Everyone, thanks for listening to the show. Remember, go vote. Vote for MLVC at the Queerties Best Podcast.
Vote.
Yes, please vote for us and give us all the love that you can. You can vote every day.
For free.
There you go.
For